Good morning. Welcome to today's lecture in leadership and management. We're going to discuss. We're still in unit 6. So we're going to look in unit 6. We are talking about human resource management. So last time we looked at human resource. Today we are going to continue from where we ended. We're going to look at time management, then look at health economy, uh, the proceed with other components in this unit. So we're going to look at time management. Why is it important that we should manage time? Time is very important because it brings about so many, uh, it leads to production and also efficiency. So if you utilize the time properly, you're going to use better results. So when we think of time management at workplace, we tend to think of personal time management. This is defined as managing our own time to lose less time on doing the things we have to do so that we have more time to do the things we want to do. So usually time is fixed. What matters is what you do in a specific time. You have 24 hours in a day. The truth of the matter, have you studied in the 24 hours? How many hours have you channeled to your school? How many uh, uh, how many hours have you channeled to chatting on your phone? How many hours have you done to improve your life? That's what matters in time management. We're going to look at time management. Definition. Time management refers to the development of processes and tools that increases efficiency and productivity. So you need to develop processes and tools that are going to increase efficiency and also productivity. So what is it you're going to do to increase productivity and efficiency in a specific time you have? That's what time management. So you need to know how to manage time. So personal time management skills include goal setting. So you need to set goals. In a day, you wake up in the morning, before you start your day, you set your goals. What is it you want to do? What is it you want to achieve in a day? So you need to set goals so that you achieve efficiency and productivity. Again, you plan. You plan amongst the goals you have set. You plan how you're going to achieve those goals. So you need to plan. You come up with a proper plan on how you're going to achieve those goals. It's important in skill in time management. You also prioritize. If you have so many things to do, you need to prioritize which one comes first, which one comes second. It's important to prioritize. Even at workplace, you need to prioritize things you need to do to achieve time. The other thing is decision making. It's critical in time management to make decisions fast. So it's important you make decisions fast so that you know you prioritize on things you need to do. The other thing is delegating. If you're a manager, you have so many things to do. The better way you can do is to delegate. You share responsibility to other people so that they can help you to achieve your goals. The other thing is scheduling. It's important to schedule things in contact to the time. If they are not need. If they are not of emergency, you do them later. So personal time management skills are very important. Not even just at work, even in your personal life. So you need to know how to manage your time. So that's on time management. For more details, you can go and study more on yourself. So we're going to look at health economy. Health economy. Health economy is important as well in management. So what is health economy? Health economics is a branch of economics concerned with issues related to efficiency, effectiveness, value, and behavior in the production and consumption of health and healthcare. So health economics is a branch of economics concerned with issues related to efficiency. How efficient are you? Effectiveness, how effective are you? Value and behavior in the production and consumption of health and healthcare. Let us look at the cost, the scope of health economy, cost benefit analysis, and cost effectiveness. So The scope of health economics is divided into 8 distinct topics proposed by Alan Williams. These topics include what influences health, or other than healthcare, what other things influences health. So he looked at all these things which influences health, things which influences health. He looked at them. Alan Williams also he looked at what health and what is health body. What is health? As we all know, health is we face a complete state of physical, mental, social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. And what is this body? So when somebody is healthy, it's going to be productive and it's going to um, lead to improvement of the economy. So we also looked at the demand for healthcare. What is the demand for healthcare? We're looking at the demand for healthcare. We're looking at the drugs. We're looking at the human resource. All those are demands for health. Also looked at the supply of healthcare. The supply of healthcare, we're talking about the medications, the fluids, and also those are some of the supplies for health. Things to use at the facilities. All those are demands. Also look at the microeconomic evaluation at treatment level. Look at all those that is involved at treatment level. Also look at the market equilibrium, how to balance the market in healthcare. We are looking at the private hospitals and also the government hospitals, how they can balance the equilibrium. Also evaluation of the whole system level. We look at how to evaluate the entire health system level. How to evaluate the entire health system level, and also looked at the importance of planning, budgeting, and monitoring mechanisms. It's important to plan at the health, even at the departmental level, planning, and also budget for the things which you need to use at the department, and also monitor all the mechanisms involved in healthcare. So we are going to look at the major important terminologies in health economics. You can learn away from them. Cost-benefit analysis and cost-effectiveness analysis. These are the major economical terms. Whatever you go, if you want to do economics and in health or just economics everywhere, you're going to learn about this cost-benefit analysis. So cost-benefit analysis finds, quantifies, and adds to all positive factors. It finds, quantifies, and adds to all positive factors. These are the benefits that it quantifies, identifies, and subtracts all the negative costs. The difference between the two indicators, whether the planned action is advised or not. The real trick is to do a cost benefit analysis to make sure that you include all the costs and benefits and properly quantify them. So in health economics, we look at two parameters: cost-benefit analysis and the cost-effectiveness analysis. But in cost-benefit analysis, the key is to look at the benefit of the health of the things, the benefit at large. Don't look at the negative, just look at the positive. What benefit has these health parameters are going to do? For example, should we hire additional 5 nurses or assign overtime? So if you are running a health facility, you are a matron or you're in charge or running a private hospital, you need to apply the cost benefit analysis. What's the benefit of hiring full-time staff? If the benefit is better than the benefit is better than hiring part-time, it's better you assign part-time. So you need to quantify, you look at the benefit. The key is the benefit. What benefit are those full-time going to bring? If the benefit is less, it's better you just hire part-time. The other thing is it a good idea to have 3 for members of staff? So you look at the benefit. What benefit is he going to bring to members of staff? If they are it's going to lead to production, or it's going to lead to production, then it's important you can give them. If it's going to make them lazy, you don't give. So in cost benefit, you just look at the benefit, don't look at the negative. So each of these questions can be easily answered by doing a proper cost benefit analysis. So in cost benefit analysis, you weigh the benefits. If the benefits are more than the positive are more than the negative, then you can apply the cost benefit analysis. This is it. So the positive or benefit. So you're looking at the benefit compared to the cost. So That is called the cost benefit analysis. So you you pump in money into something in health, you buy certain things, goods to use, drugs, what, look at the benefits. So your key is the benefits, how those drugs are going to help the people as compared to the cost you have put in. So it looks at the benefits and also the positives of those medications you have got. Cost effective analysis. As I mentioned, there are two parameters, cost benefit analysis and cost effective analysis. So under cost effective analysis is being economical in terms of tangible benefits produced by money spent. So the key is to make sure that the money you pumping into something is being utilized to the fullest. All the things the resources are being used to the fullest. So you need to look at the effectiveness of those resources you're putting into something. You need to look at the benefits of those resources you are putting into something. Those are the major things on health economics. If you want more, you can read more. So we're going to look at performance management. Performance management, we are looking at human resource. We are going to look at performance management. Some things performance management. So what is performance management? Performance management is an ongoing continuous process of communicating, clarifying job responsibilities, priorities, and performance expectations in order to ensure mutual understanding between supervisor and employee. It's the ongoing continuous process of communicating, clarifying job responsibilities, priorities, and performance expectations in order to ensure mutual understanding between supervisor and employee. So performance management is a process of just following up and ensuring that the employee is performing according to the expectation at the workplace. Objectives of performance budgeting is to increase two-way communication between the supervisor and the employee, because the supervisor will be following up an employee to see if the employee is working well or not. So there will be that two-way communication between the employee and the supervisor. The other thing is to clarify the mission, goal, responsibilities, and priorities and expectations. So it's important also to clarify the mission. What is the mission of the institution? What is the goal? What are the responsibilities? What are the priorities? And what are the expectations? So you need to monitor that as well. The other thing is that you identify and resolve performance problems. So if the employee is not performing well, so you can identify the mistake and also resolve those problems. You educate them, you guide them on how to perform. That's why there's the importance of performance budgeting. Also recognize quality performance. So you need to recognize quality performance at workplace. You need to recognize quality performance. So if somebody is performing well, you recognize them by giving them any incentive so that they are motivated to continue performing well. Also, you provide the basis for administration decisions such as promotion. If somebody is performing well at your workplace, you can promote them. Succession, you give them a position. Also, strategic planning, you also pay them for performance. So you can pay them an extra amount from not just the salary, you can add on an incentive so that they are motivated to continue performing well at the workplace. So this is the diagram of performance budget management system. So you determine the major duties, those major duties at workplace. You determine them, they're important. After determine them, you define standard performance standard for each duty. So you put up measures which you can say, this is what you expect from this individual to perform. You document job performance. So you can document job performance. You document job performance. You also document job performance. You evaluate job performance. Evaluate job performance. Also hold performance discussions. Hold performance job discussions. Hold performance job discussions. Hold performance job discussions. So if somebody is not performing well, you talk to them so that you improve their effectiveness. And also you can evaluate your performance after you have assigned responsibility. You also follow up to ensure that the person is doing according to the job description. You follow up to ensure that somebody is working according to the job description. And also document job performance. So you write down what you expect a person to perform at work so that you are following those as standards. Then if somebody is not following those, you can use the same documented job performance to evaluate their job performance. Then you can, if they're not performing properly, now you can hold performance discussion and discuss with them. So this cycle is starting from determining the major duties of the job, then you define uh, a performance standard for each duty, then document job performance, evaluate job performance, code performance discussion. So supervisor responsibility in job performance. So supervisor responsible in job performance, communicate and clarify major duties, monitor employees' performance through observation. So you can monitor how the employee is performing through observing and discussion. So if not performing, you talk to them, you discuss the improve on performance. Also, document good and acceptable performance. Document good and unacceptable performance. Provide a continuous coaching and constructive feedback in a timely manner. Provide continuous coaching and constructive feedback in a timely manner. Hold performance discussion. Hold performance discussion. Collect poor performance and reform good performance. Help employees to develop skills and abilities for improved performance. Provide necessary information, resources, and opportunity to allow them to accomplish key results. So you can hold performance discussion at least annually, maybe after 3 months, so that you can discuss how they're performing, collect poor performance, and inform, help employees to develop skills and abilities for improved performance. You can teach them, also help them to perform properly. Also provide necessary information. You can provide necessary information, resources, and opportunities to allow them to accomplish key results. So hospital costs, we are going to look at hospital costs. As a leader, you need to know about hospital costs. If you have a budget effective for your department. So importance of hospital costing is to develop a clear and appropriate method for calculating cost service. So you need this. Maybe you become a matron, you'll be involved in such meetings so to understand how to develop a clear and appropriate method for calculating the source cost. Also estimate annual economical cost of service delivered by each department. So you also need to know each department how it's spending the cost of the facility. We're talking about the drugs and medications, everything, the soap, everything they're using in that department. So you need to know how much it costs to create a basis for pricing system for medical supplies delivered to the hospital. That can be used to establish fee for service and contract. So you need also to know how much pricing of the medical services you are offering at the facility. So that's on health economy. So we are going to look at we are looking at human resource. We are seeing in 5. We are going to look at discipline. Discipline is important if you are in human resource because it help you to discipline all the members of staff. So discipline is a training expected to produce a specific character or pattern of behavior, especially training that produce moral and mental improvement. So disciplinary or discipline is a training expected to produce a specified character, pattern of behavior, especially training that produces moral or mental improvement. So discipline, the reason why we're talking about discipline because if you're a manager, you need to discipline your subordinates in case they end up misbehaving or they do things which are not in line with the morals. So you need to understand disciplinary or discipline. So it's just a training expected to produce a specific character or pattern of behavior, especially training that produces moral and mental improvement. So this disciplinary at workplace. You're looking at the absentee of minded staff, absent staff, how to discipline those absent staff, how to discipline those who don't dress properly, to discipline those who come late for work. That's what we are discussing. As a manager or as in charge, you'll be required to do that. So you need to understand disciplinary, how disciplinary procedures work. It's obvious that no employee may be disciplined for breaking a law that he or she is not aware of in the first place. Therefore, it is essential that the employee's disciplinary code and procedure be communicated to the employee in written and language that employees can clearly understand. All workplace, all organizations have a disciplinary procedure. So they're going to come give you rules on how you need to behave at the workplace and what they expect you to behave at the workplace. So they usually give that so that you understand how you're supposed to behave. So the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Health is using the code of conduct for all civil servants. The Ministry of Health is using the code of conduct for all civil servants. So they have disciplinary steps. Your employee's disciplinary procedure includes the following: letter setting out the issue or the charge letter. We have the letter which we call the charge letter. So they're going to charge you if you misbehave at workplace. They're going to charge you for the charge letter. After that, they're going a meeting to discuss the issue where an offender is going to appear. So they're going to set up a meeting where the offender is going to appear. Then a disciplinary decision will be made. Disciplinary procedures will be made. A disciplinary discussion will be made. So they're going to discuss on the way forward of the offender. A chance given to the offender to appeal this section within a specific period of time. So a chance will be given to the offender to appeal this section within a specific period of time. Then approaches to difficult stuff. So there are certain approaches we are going to use to difficult stuff. Difficult people present no problems if we pass them on the street, in the market, or building lobby. Nevertheless, we have to work with them. With them, difficult people can become a major irritant. So it seems that people are just born to be difficult. We have always to see them, and most of us dislike them. Difficult people are easy to recognize. They show up late for work, they leave work early, don't turn their work on time, and have excuses every single day. So they are difficult people. So you need to come up with approaches on how to deal with those, how to handle them. Don't ignore the problem. So if they have a problem, you call them and you start working on them. Intervene as soon as possible. So you need to intervene. If there's a problem, you need to discuss the problem and sort out the problem there and then. Research the problem personally, find out what occurred, then you can come up with measures on how to solve the problem. Help the problematic employees to get feedback on the track. If it fails, termination may be necessary. So you can terminate the contract. If you're trying to resolve the issue with them and it's not working, you can terminate the contract. That's all. In 5 human resource management. If you have any questions, you can contact me and I'll be able to answer accordingly.